There's another topic I wanted to jump to, and that was these scam sales that are not sales, but auctions that keep popping up. And they're always going to be there, you know. And it's like I post about them every once in a while on Instagram, you know, make sure, you know, try to make sure people are aware of them. But they always have, or almost always have, the exact same, almost always have the exact same components to them. And so you can see, like, I marked these three just, you know, because there are three that are out there right now. They're an extremely expensive book. They are from a seller that has zero feedback, almost always a new seller. They are an auction. And, you know, like and there's a reason for that. So when I was new to selling on eBay, they actually put a restriction on your account with what you can list for fixed price listings. I think mine was like $500 or something. And it wasn't until you had sold a few things and gotten some feedback, successfully shipped your items, they would move out they would increase what your limit is on what you could list. And so that's why these are always auctions, because you can put anything up at auction because you're starting it at 99 cents or $1 or whatever. But I mean, let's look at this one first. We've got Crime Suspense Stories, number 22. And this one, when you have these white backgrounds in the back, you can almost guarantee that this is a listing from Heritage. This is what almost all the Heritage listings, at least current Heritage listings, and I think this was a sale from maybe 4 or 5 years ago, look like. So if you see an image like this, where you have the white in the background, it is likely not that seller's picture. Then you've got, you know, the zero feedback here, because obviously they haven't sold or shipped anything. You often have a name that's like this, where it's something like a series of letters with a number on the end. You know, it's like whether it's 64, 65, 66. So when you see a name like this, you see zero feedback, you see a really expensive book, you see an auction, just don't bid on it. Now, I know some of these bids might be fake bids, you know, like where they're trying to make it seem real. But you know that if they keep doing this, it works some of the time. And now what is likely happening and what actually works for them to get people is they probably aren't actually successfully selling the book on eBay. Now, it is true that eBay will side with the buyer most of the time, but even if they do, a lot of the time it might take a while to get your money back. You might have to go through your credit card to get your money back, because what that seller might do is they might still ship something. They might ship an empty box or a box that has something that's weighted in it or whatever. And then you have to report it and say like, oh, I didn't get what what I was supposed to. And eBay has to believe you, you know, so they likely will side with you, but it's possible they don't. And you could just be out your money. But the other thing they do is they have these links in their listings, which is supposed to be against the rules per eBay's listing policy. You are not allowed to have external site links in your listings. And they always do, because what they're doing is they're taking you to a third-party site. And then when you pay, now you don't have eBay to help defend you and get your money back. And so you're going through here, they're probably going to be like, oh, pay me through, you know, PayPal Friends and Family, or pay me through Venmo or through Cash App, something where you have no recourse to get your money back. And then you're screwed. And they'll probably be like, oh, we'll give it to you for less. You know, if you reach out to them, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, it's like, we know you bid this, but we'll give it to you for a little bit less, because they're not going to give it to you anyway. And so, you know, you see stuff like this, like, don't click on these links. Don't go to those sites. They do not have these items. So it's just like, you know, you see the number of bids, and yeah, like I said, some are probably, you know, fake bids to make it look real, you know, just to get people thinking like, oh, someone else bid it, you know, on it, it must be fine. And then they get, you know, you to bid, or you to think like, I'll reach out to them. But yeah, there's that one. Then there's, you know, like Captain America number 3 and a 6.5, you know, it's at $6,700. I mean, 42 bids. Some of those have got to be real. Like, I think some of those have got to be real, but like a 6.5, this is, I don't know, what is this? Like a $50,000 book, you know, probably something like that, maybe even a little more than that. And, you know, it's sitting at 6,700, meaning most people know it's fake, but somebody will likely get, you know, scammed on this thing. And again, you go down here. Oh, look, it's TS Collectibles again. And, you know, they have a link, and that's where you can go and buy that item. I thought that one I posted about this one on Instagram. I thought this one was really funny because their name, Faudr, like you just move that R, it spells fraud. Like their name almost spells fraud. Like I feel like they're almost trolling. Like the people that they're selling to, like they're almost trolling by basically, putting fraud into their name. Then the last one that was on here is being, by the same seller, this, Fraud 70, was this Vampirella #1, like a 9.6, I think is like a $20,000 book. Let's see. I'm pretty sure a 9.6 is around a $20,000 book. So yeah, last sale, $19,800. It had a peak sale of $21,221. So yeah, around a $20,000 book. And I don't know what this background is. That doesn't look like Heritage, but it's possible that it's a slightly different one, because it's the magazine slabs. But one quick thing, like this is something that I recommend for people, is like whether you have GPA or Go Collect or whatever, if you go to Go Collect, you look up Vampirella #1. You can go check this one out. And we go to the, to 9.6. So this is one of the nice things here, is that they have all these images right here for you. And so you can kind of scroll down and you can maybe find the one that looks like, and this one, that could be it. Let's see. So this is, I don't know, it looks a little different, because what they usually will try to do is they'll try to grab one that was, so let's see. Oh, that looks like it. So we'll go check this one out. So it's sold on Heritage. Let's see if this is it. 6001. Oh no, 7001. All right, so we haven't found it yet. But I bet it's on here somewhere. But yeah, that's why I think what they probably do is go to, let's see here. I think this is it. Yeah, there we go. So you can see here 0913987001 and 0913987001, and it's the exact same picture. And so, like, I think that's probably what they do. They either go to Heritage, go to their site, or they go to Go Collect or whatever, and they find a picture from, pick one from 6-7 years ago, so they think maybe you won't notice it, and that's what they use for the the fraudulent listing. So, I mean, the big thing, just at least if you're watching this channel, I don't want you to get scammed by by this kind of stuff. Now, I did joke on Instagram that if you get scammed by the person that has fraud in their name, that you kind of deserve it. but still, like, I don't want somebody to get scammed on this. Like, don't click on these links. These things are not real sales. Oh yeah, see, newcomers, we're offering a 7% discount if you went to their website. Like, oh yeah, you get an even better deal on that book that doesn't exist. So yeah, just be careful out there with that kind of stuff.